Good morning. Here's your objective for the day. I will be able to solve equations for the value of the variable using inverse operations by making zeros and ones. Okay, so here's our one problem for the day. And then we might add one extra one just on at the bottom. The youth group is going on a trip to an amusement park in another part of the state. The trip costs each group member $150, which includes $85 for the hotel and 2 one-day accommodation passes and meal plan passes. So we're going to call these P. Write an equation representing the cost of the trip. Let P be the cost of the power pass. So first we're going to start with our total. So our total is $150. And the things that make up that total are their $85 for the hotel plus 2 passes. So 2 passes plus 85 is going to give us $150. We're going to solve this 2 ways just to check our work. So first, we're going to solve it algebraically by using zeros and ones. Now, this word inverse operations that you saw in your objective means that when you're adding, the inverse operation is to subtract. When you are multiplying, your inverse operation is to divide. So this is when we are making zeros, we're adding and subtracting. And when we are making ones, we are multiplying and dividing. So if you have, let's say you have 7, you're going to subtract 7 to get 0. So that's making zeros. Or if you have -7, you're going to add 7. And to make ones, if you have 7, you're going to divide by 7 to make 1. If you have 1/7, you're going to multiply by 7 to make 1. Making zeros. So these are the principles that we are going to use in algebra. So the first thing we're going to do is we want to get P all by itself. We want to know how much just one pass is. And the way we're going to do that is we're first going to make zeros with the 85. So we have minus 85. And if we have something that's equal, then when we take away 85 from one side, we also have to take it away from the other side. So we're left with 2P over here equals 150 minus 85. If you take away 50, you get 100. If you take away 35, you get 65. So now I have 2 P's equal 65. If I just want 1 P, I'm making ones by dividing by 2 on both sides, and I get P equals 32.5. So that means that one pass is $32.50. Now we're going to do this with our tape diagram just to check our work. So we have a pass, 85 for the hotel, and this all equals 150. I have 150 minus 85, that gives me 65. So that means that the 2 passes equal 65. And 65 divided by 2 is 32.5. So each pass equals 32.5. Okay, we're going to make some room right here and just do one more. If I have 8 times x plus 3 equals 64. Then first I'm going to draw my wall. Dividing line, whatever we want to call it. And I'm going to distribute this first. so that this is simplified. So we have 8x plus 24 equals 64. First, we're going to make zeros by subtracting 24. This makes a 0. We're left with 8x equals 40. I'm going to move it up here just so I have room. Next, we're going to make ones. I want just one x, so I'm going to divide by 8 on both sides so they stay equal. 8 over 8 equals a 1. So I'm left with x equals 5. Making zeros, making ones.